NIV Bible, and I'm going to start with the 27th verse of chapter 12. Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it. And in the church, God has appointed first of all apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then workers of miracles, also those having gifts of healing, those able to help others, those with gifts of administration, and those speaking in different kinds of tongues. Are all apostles? No. Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Do all work miracles? Do all have gifts of healing? Do all speak in tongues? Do all interpret? But eagerly desire the greater gifts. Now I can stop in there for a minute and tell you that I believe that if you are dealing in the love that we're going to read in that chapter, that all of those offices could be yours at any time, at different times, that you can administer those. And verse first, and now I will show you a more excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all ministries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but not have love, I'm nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body in the flames, but have not love, I'm nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It's not proud. It's not rude. It's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, we found that out just lately, they will fail, they will cease. When there are tongues, they will be stilled. When there is knowledge, it shall pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish things way away from me. Now we see that a poor reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. A four-letter word, which is more than just a word. A four-letter word that we hear daily, often. You know, that we're so careless with it sometimes.
I love you.
That's right. And today is a day that we celebrate the love.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating today the love of Christ.
That's right.
You know, God is love. He's the love.
Love.
And all of these things that we could possess, that we see, maybe we wish that we had some of those gifts and those things that other people had. They're nothing if they're not administered in love. There's nothing if they, and if there's anything that we can do for our brethren, it's to show them love. We might not agree with what they, they do, or what they, whatever it is, we might not agree with them. But we can love them, because that's what, You know, there's no variables, there's no changing in God's love. He loves us regardless. He loves us, you know, if we're good, if we're bad, He loves us. And that's the way that we are, you know, to love one another. If we had love for the people that we came in contact with every day, we would be changed and their lives would be changed too, because we would be planting.
They'd be changed too.
We would be planting something in their lives with the way that we receive them and the way that, you know, we administer to them. You don't have to do a lot of talking if you're around somebody and you're just kind. If you're just kind to them, you know.
Let them do the talking.
Yeah, yeah. And you can, and you know, the opposite of that is we don't even want to think of that as hate. But if we're not loving people, we're not serving them.
No.
We're not being Christ-like to them. And that's a thought for today. Let's administer love to those that we come in contact with, to our family, to our friends, to those out in the grocery store. I know I went to Walmart not too long ago, and there was we were waiting. Now you have to either check yourself out or wait in line. And a lady got there at the same time, and I said, "No, you go ahead." And she said, "No, you go ahead." And we got to talking, and when she checked out, she said, "I hope I see you again."
Oh,
And what a great thought, you
Yeah.
know, that you can administer kindness, and they know that.
yes.
Yeah. And so that's, don't let our anger, don't let our anger toward people. And it's a time right now that we can turn our anger a lot toward the things that are going on in the world. But we're not of the world. We're in His army, and He's overcome. And we're overcomers.
We're overcomers.
We are overcomers. And we're to put on that robe of righteousness that,
That's right.
you know, that Revelation tells us, and become that person in the earth, that one in the earth. And forget about how human we are and how carnal we are, and become overcomers. That's who we are, overcomers.
Overcomers, that's true.
Yes, yes. And
Praise God.
now, if you have any thoughts, share them.